Alright, what's up, y'all? I'm gonna drop this video real quick today while I have some time. You keep hearing this talk around about automation in the workforce and all this and that, and how all these companies are going to computers and they're going to self checkouts and robots, and they talking about automating trucks and that kind of thing, and they getting rid of workers, and they're using less workers and that kind of thing. And my thing is this: you hear a lot of these tech people talking this, but honestly, when I'm out here and I'm out doing my thing, out on the road and stuff, in trucking, I don't see this. Okay, I don't see every factory having automated forklifts. I can count on one hand how many factories I've been to that have had a automated forklift there. And that was one, and that was it I don't want to say it was Pfizer. It was one of the drug companies out of Austin, Texas. And I used to pick up loads from them in my last company, and they had automated forklifts, but they also had traditional forklifts too. I think that they were just using the automated forklifts to supplement what the actual forklift drivers were doing. But I don't think that those forklifts were necessarily there to completely eliminate the regular forklift drivers, and I don't think that those automated forklifts were capable of doing the job on their own without any human input at all. And that's been my thing, and I just kind of feel like there's a lot of people out here saying these things, and they don't really work in the industry. Like, they talk about trucking, and I've done my research. UPS is already using automated trucks, but they're not using them necessarily to deliver loads. They're using them to deliver or transfer goods between UPS depots, but they're still in the experimental phase. They still have to have an actual driver and an engineer to monitor all the systems and all that. I understand, bigger companies are experimenting with this stuff, okay? But this stuff still has a long way to go. They got to get 5G internet up everywhere for these automated vehicles, and there's a lot of shit that has to come down the pipe, okay? A lot of laws have to get passed. Do you want these vehicles making ethical decisions about who to hit in an accident and who not to hit and that kind of thing? There's a lot of shit involved with this stuff, okay? And it's worth talking about, but I think a lot of it now is just hype. I think some people are overhyping this shit and blowing this shit out of proportion. Okay, they sitting up talking about self-checkouts in Walmart and Target. Walmart and Target have had self-checkouts for years. That's not nothing new. Why do they act like that's a new thing? They're talking about McDonald's having the kiosk where you can order your food. A lot of fast food places don't even use those kiosks. Okay, especially certain chains like Carl's. On the West Coast, it's called Carl's Jr., but on the East Coast, it's called Hardee's. They don't use that at all. They don't use kiosk at all. You got places like Sonic Burgers where they just have you drive in and order your food, or on a touchpad, and they just come bring it out to you, that kind of thing. So that's what I'm seeing out here. I'm seeing, and I think different companies will choose to do things differently. I don't think every company is going to do the same thing Walmart does. I don't think every company is going to do the same thing McDonald's does. What works for those companies may not work for other companies. You know what I mean? And that's just kind of how I see it. Um, you know, but it is what it is. So I say, but these. I think it's a lot of hype. I really do. I think it's a. I don't think automation is going to completely put out of work. In fact, I think in a lot of sense it will create other jobs in other places. Including if you talk about automated vehicles, you're going to have people who can monitor these vehicles and stuff, and who can take them over from like a remote location if they have to, if it's an unsafe thing, and then of course the maintenance and stuff on them and stuff, and that kind of thing. It's still going to have to be done by humans. People are going to still have to monitor these systems and make sure they're working properly and that kind of thing. So a lot of jobs will go into that. But I notice these tech people, they don't want to talk about that. They just keep pushing this narrative of job loss, job loss, job loss, and that kind of thing. And so I just want to get that out there. Let me know what y'all think. Get the likes up. Thank you for watching.